Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I am Jennifer Huber, also known as Solo Travel Girl, and I am on some might say, crazy road trip. I've been known to take some crazy road trips. I remember taking a road trip to Plains, Georgia to attend Sunday school with Jimmy Carter, not once, but twice. Second time, I ended up sleeping in my car to make sure I got in, even though I had touched base with the press person and they did save me a spot as a member of the press. But I wanted to have the true, authentic experience about other people attending Sunday school with former President Jimmy Carter. I spent the night in my car to see the last space shuttle launch. That trip was amazing, amazing. But I am on another, what I hope is going to be another amazing experience. I feel my soul needs this, and this video is going to be stitched together. So, this is the night before what I hope something will happen tomorrow. I am sitting in a hotel room in Brunswick, Georgia, on my way to meet up with the monks who are walking for peace across the United States from Texas to Washington, D.C. I am waiting to see where they will be tomorrow. I know where they'll be for lunch, but where I am located right now in Georgia, I would have to leave very early in the morning, and that's not going to happen. I'm hoping to be on the road by 7:38. So my plan tomorrow is to watch them walk after they leave their lunch destination, and then hopefully meet up with them for their evening talk. Um, I'm a spiritual person. I'm not necessarily a religious person. And once I found out about the Walk for Peace, now they start off, I believe, in October. It was around December when I learned about it. And if I was paying more attention when I was driving back from Buffalo at Christmas, I probably would have tried to swing through Alabama, where they were, or maybe Georgia, but that didn't happen. But after the first of the year, I decided that I was going to meet up with them as long as it was a day's drive. So today is Friday, January 16th. I worked half a day, uh, got home, packed up the car, packed up Radcliffe, dropped off Radcliffe at the dog kennel. And it seems crazy that I hopped in the car and here I am. It's already 10:30 at night. It's not super late for me. And I'm just really looking forward to it. This walk for peace is not about religion. It's not a political statement. It's basically peace. The monks are spreading peace. And this really resonates with me. I know very little about Buddhism. As I mentioned, I'm spiritual. I'm a confirmed Catholic. It means I don't attend Mass. Um, but yeah, I spent a month in Japan, and that's where I was introduced to a little bit of Buddhism. Um, and then when went to Thailand several years ago, was it 10 years ago now, 11 years ago? Um, Part of that experience was actually part of a blogger press trip, blogger media trip tied to a travel blog exchange. The Kingdom of Thailand hosted me and I think 29 other travel bloggers, and the community, I believe it was in Loei, Loei. I think that is the correct spelling. The hotel that we stayed at, they actually provided us with some rice to give as an offering to monks who walk by every morning. Monks basically live in poverty. They rely on donations from people for everything. They can't touch money. At least some monks. I don't know if all monks. There's probably some monks who can. I'm not sure. So I guess we'll just put a little asterisk there. my understanding of that. But through travel, I just think that travel is a big peacemaking opportunity. And what these monks are doing, many of them are Americans. Some of them have traveled from other countries, but many of these are Americans. This started in Texas, but it's what they're doing is building awareness and spreading the message of peace. I'm going to get a little teary eyed here, but I've just been blown away watching videos online of them walking through rural America and just seeing how the crowds have been increasing with each stop. It's thousands of people now. So I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to hear the monks, I guess you can say. But a lot of my travel experiences have been to unconventional countries. I went to Cuba in 2004, traveled to Afghanistan in 2006, went to Vietnam 2014, no, 2016, 2017. Not traditional places, but through those opportunities, it's meeting people, it's understanding people. It's, as a friend of mine says, it's building pockets of peace. And I'm very mindful of that when I travel. And when I travel, I'm a representative of my country, of my culture, so to say, and of myself. So I just feel the need and the draw to see the monks and hear the monks and feel that vibration. The world, the country just seems like it just seems wild. Last year was heavy. I thought perhaps 26 was going to be better. I'm still optimistic about 26. I do have a different vibe about 26. Another reason coming up here, it's a 3-day weekend, but I think there's something meaningful with it being Martin Luther King Jr. weekend and seeing the monks practice peace or spread the message of peace. I just think there's a big tie with that as well. But anyway, on to the next chapter. Good morning. Well, um, good morning. So after I recorded last night's introduction and my plan for today, I learned where the monks will be for lunch and where they are spending the night. And tonight they are not having open visitation, which they said they need a rest, which I completely agree they need a rest. I've actually been worried about them, how they can maintain this pace. This is day 82 or 83, I believe, of their walk. And I know they're monks and I know they're trained for this, but I agree that they need a break. Plus, it was stated online that there's not enough parking to accommodate people who want to come, or it said there was limited parking. So for their lunch spot, it's just after 7 right now. I'm hoping to get on the road by 7:30. It's going to take me about 5.5, 6 hours to get there. It's at the North Carolina Transportation Museum, and I don't think I'm going to make it. So my plan is to just go a little bit north and then get onto, I think it's Highway 29 they are walking, and then to get a little bit north as to where they're having lunch. So hopefully I can watch them pass by. Then I am going to spend the night in Lexington, North Carolina. So tomorrow, hopefully, I will be able to attend their lunch talk. So we'll see how that goes. friends, excuse the hat hair. Oh my gosh, I am back from the walk for peace with the monks. They walked by so fast. I stood out there for about 2.5 hours with other people. I met some lovely people and it was fun connecting with them. It was fun hanging out with them. Some were locals to the area of North Carolina, and some were from about an hour away. Checked into my hotel. Some other people, they drove in from South Carolina. They missed the monks this afternoon, but connected with them. And this is, in my mind, this is what the monks are walking for peace and understanding and unity. And when you engage with other people and when you talk to other people, there's a better understanding. One friendship at a time, we can build peace. I honestly think that. I'll probably have some more thoughts. The Bills game is on, but let me show you what I got for dinner. The sandwich doesn't look appetizing, but I know it's gonna be perfect. It actually has been riding around in my car for about half an hour, but I went to Lexington Barbecue. AI recommended I go, and the locals recommended I go to Lexington Barbecue. So I picked up a barbecue sandwich, some onion rings, a pecan pie. I asked how you pronounce it, whether it's pecan or pecan. They said both, so fine. And then I got a diet cheer wine, and I know this is gonna be silly, but I'm gonna be stopping at Walmart before I leave North Carolina to get me some diet cheer wine. I wanted to get some pimento cheese, but the place that everyone recommended closes at 4, so I missed that, but I'm gonna enjoy my barbecue. Hey friends, so I am back home from my experience of the monks who are walking across America for the Walk of Peace. And today is Martin Luther King Jr. holiday. And I think it was very meaningful that I was able to see the monks, to hear the monks, hear their message, and connect with other people who have the same mindset as me. Someone asked me, a friend of mine asked me, what was one poignant thing about participating in it. Basically, I was kind of wondering if she's asking, was it worth it for me to make a over 1,400 mile round trip to participate in this by seeing the monks, by hearing them. And most definitely it was. So on Saturday, I got into Spencer, North Carolina, just after 1 o'clock. Their lunch visiting hours were posted as 10:30 to 1, and I thought it was too late for that. So I looked at a map to see and guesstimated whereabouts they would be after 1 o'clock. So I found a place to park really easy and just started standing outside. And I met some lovely people. They bought me hot chocolate, met some other locals, and it was just so amazing just talking to all sorts of people, some people from the community there and people who made the trip from Charlotte. And it was just nice making that connection and just knowing that you were with other people with the same mindset and curiosity about what's happening there. And then when the monks came through, was it like 2.5 hours later? Was it 3-ish, I think? They walked by, and they're walking so fast, and looking at them, I think when they started out, I don't think they estimated the impact that they would be making, and people would be going out and lining the streets and encouraging them. And it was just so beautiful and just amazing seeing them in person after following them online. So after that, I went and got barbecue, as you saw, and then watched the Buffalo Bills lose. That was sad, but there's always next year. Us Bills fans, we know that. So the next day, which was Sunday, and that was yesterday, I decided to stay and catch up with them during their lunch stop. And so at 9 o'clock, I ended up at the Lutheran Church in downtown Lexington to wait for them because the visiting hours were posted as 10:30 to 1. However, they didn't get there until after 12 or just almost 12. It was right before 12. And then they ate and had a little bit of rest. And then the head monk, and let me just make sure I get the right pronunciation. Okay, Venerable Thích Tuệ Nhân, and he has a formal name, which I will have right here in the lower third, but basically his name means monk of wisdom. So he is the head monk. He lives in Texas. He used to work in IT, he was an engineer, and I'm sure he had a lot of thought into it to become a Buddhist monk and take that oath and dedication. He speaks very well. He's very engaging. He's humorous. He's thoughtful. There was a situation where there was a medical emergency, and he just wanted us all to focus on positive energy and focus on what he was saying, because he made the point that there wasn't anything that we could do for that poor person needing the medical emergency. I think they were okay. They were able to walk out, and that was very interesting and unexpected, obviously. But for the monk's talk, it was very touching and meaningful, and yes, it's things that we all know we should do, but it was just a really good reminder of basically to practice peace and compassion and mindfulness and love. Talked about the importance of you're always connected to your parents. Those are the most important people in your life. My parents are still with me in New York. I know other people are not so fortunate, but he made the point that when you feel your heartbeat, you're still connected to your parents no matter where you are. Sorry, getting a little emotional. But then also he just emphasized the importance that you can't change things in the past. It's no reason to worry about the future, and the importance of living in today. Also talked about the importance of what we emit out into the universe, and I'm paraphrasing here, and how it comes back to us. So the world's really crazy right now. A lot of chaos is happening, and perhaps if everyone just practiced a little more peace and love and compassion, things would probably be different. And I think that's a big takeaway from this weekend, was just being wowed at hundreds, if not thousands of people, different skin colors, different genders, different abilities, different ages, being there and wanting to hear this message and be part of something. This is historic. And I think the fact that all of us were there, and if all of us can go back and practice that same kindness and peace and love and compassion, even to just one person, that's going to make a difference. And I think it's just so important also that this is Dr. Martin Luther King weekend, junior weekend, national holiday. And, he took steps towards peace in his own way. So I think it's just very symbolic. I was able to catch up with the monks on this specific weekend as they take steps of peace. So I think that's what I want to share with you all. There was lunch after the talk. There was lots of food. Monks cannot ask for anything. Everything that they receive is donated to them. And the food spread, I imagine the food spread was
for them. And I don't know how often they offer food to the people who come out to hear them, but it was just an amazing variety of food. Some of it, I had no idea what it was, but it was delicious. There was vegan and vegetarian and meat-based as well. But that was just a lovely gesture. So I did get my my peace cord, and I'll wear it until it falls off. And it's pink, my favorite color. Well, one of my favorite colors. I'm in my pink era. So I have my peace cord, my peace bracelet, and then I was given 2 stalks of flowers. One stalk was really small, and it was just a little carnation bud, and the other one is some pink flowers. Here's a picture of it, and it was so sweet. A woman with the group handed them to me and said, "These are from the monks." That was just so, so sweet. Everyone was just so nice. I just think when people engage with each other on a one-on-one basis, you're building those individual friendships, micro friendships, I guess you can say, in that instant. And my friends tease me that it's kind of like that I'm building pockets of peace when I reach out and engage with people that I don't know, and trying to understand another culture and other people and that. But so if you have an opportunity to witness the Walk for Peace, to see these amazing monks and the dedication, just to recap, they are walking from Fort Worth, Texas to Washington, D.C. They started out, some of them were barefoot, but they all had socks on, thank goodness, because it has been so cold. And many of them are United States citizens. They live in the U.S., but others are live elsewhere throughout the world. So it was just amazing, amazing. And I just love the experience. And if you have the opportunity, I hope you enjoy the experience as well. So I got back this morning around 8:30. I left Lexington around 3:30 or so. I stopped in Charlotte to stop at an art gallery. I'll have the name here, to see a mural painted to commemorate the monks' walk for peace through Charlotte. There was also a mural of Aloka, and Aloka is the street dog that some of them who were walking in India on a similar walk. Aloka was the street dog that adopted the monks, so to say, walked with them. Long story short, Aloka ended up coming to the United States, and then Aloka was on this walk. Now, Aloka had surgery about a week or so ago, so Aloka was not there yesterday. I was a little disappointed, but that's okay. I know Aloka is in good hands, and thank goodness for social media. We can follow Aloka's journey as well. But he had some surgery on his leg, and he did have a reunion with the monks last week or so. So that was very sweet. You can go find that on Facebook or Instagram. But anyway, there was a mural for Aloka. There was murals for peace. And it was just a nice stop to tie everything together. So I got home, picked up Radcliffe at 8:30 from the kennel, 8:30 this morning. I slept in 2 rest stops, about 2 hours in one and 1 hour in another one. Had to stop at Buc-ee's as well. But I think that's all. So thank you so much for watching. And again, I hope you have the opportunity to experience the Walk for Peace. I should have said this in the beginning, but it's not a political march. It's not a conversion march. It's not converting people to become Buddhists. It's encouraging people to practice peace in their day-to-day lives. And on that note, thanks so much for watching, and remember, life's too short, so always say yes to adventure. Bye.